you forgotten me so soon?
Yeah, I'm with the.
That was the trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the latest in the series. This intertwining story happens alongside the thrilling, heroic games. What kinds of stories await? Please stay tuned for future updates.
Boy, we cook, boy.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Boo! Where my mic at? Come here, Mike. Let me repeat. Boo! All right. All right, all right, all right. Had a bad Apple event, bad Nintendo event. What I'm learning in real time is they just want our money, despite the fact that the economy is in a tizzy. People are getting laid off in crazy numbers. Prices of everything is going up, and they're saying, hey, here's more of the same for way more money. I don't understand the concept. I'm just so pissed. Like, I watched this and I was like, I didn't have any real intentions of watching this, but like then it just popped up, and I just wanted to see some cool games for my Switch too. You know what I mean? The thing that I invested in, like a stupid person, because a lot of us are kind of regretting our Switch 2 decision, um, mostly because of the lack of games. Right? It don't have no games, man. Like Mario Kart was good for 2 weeks, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is cool. But guess what? It literally came out a month ago, and they're already releasing paid. Let me repeat: paid DLC for a game that literally just came out 2 months ago. That doesn't. That means to me and most consumers, that means you're releasing incomplete games, right? Because that one thing, let's look at it. It looks like a bonus mode. Honestly, it's nothing special. It's something that, in my opinion, could have just been added on the game. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. We're seeing our. I'm not gonna say our childhoods because we're adults. We've grown up, but we're just seeing these things that we continue to support kind of like fall apart in our face. And for me, I'm referring to like the Apple, iPhone, all these things. I used to be like, oh, technology. Ooh, it used to really drive my passion for it for sure. But now it's like, what's going on? I'm not gonna get scammed. This is not worth $20, 30, especially when we already paid uh what, $70 for the game. This is not worth making the game. Damn computer.
Later today. Plus, a free demo of the main game will also be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Testing. Am I still here?
Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting paid DLC called DK
Maybe I'll just record this because it's probably gonna be all over the place.
Please look forward to collecting lots of emeralds in Emerald Rush and exploring this modern take on DK Island.
Back to what I was saying.
Please take a look at this.
Thing is, the Nintendo ninjas are coming to get me because my computer system literally just shut down. But I'm a ninja too, and I used to rep the Nintendo, so come at it. Yeah, this is not busting up emeralds and roguelikes. Like roguelikes and then charging for it is just, they think it's like the code for infinite money, and it's just like, no, it's not. It's just lazy. This is where I'm the highly. All I wanted was some Metroid Prime. This is all I wanted for my Switch too. You know what I mean? For this year. First of all, it doesn't come out till December, which is crazy and ridiculous. And just, yo, this game has literally been in development for like 8 years, and it's like this is what they were working on was the Akira bike, the Tron cycle, right? It looks like it reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles, right? With the way it Xenoblade Chronicles 2, right? Because I just finished replaying that game on Switch One. right? It's like the graphics don't look that great. Is the point I'm trying to make? It looks like Wii U graphics, but at Switch 2 pricing. And it's like they thought they killed it with this trailer. I know they did. And it's like, no, y'all showed us a crappy motorcycle, which is like Samus is a space person. So like we want to do some. Has there been any? I played mad at these games. There's not many space exploration besides picking a planet and just traveling to it. So if you're gonna give us some transversal, how about you give us some space transversal, not a damn Tron cycle? Like, and they like I said, I think they killed it. And it's like as I was watching, and I like motorcycles, I like that stuff. And then you give us this December date, and this is like y'all don't like us. Nintendo hates us. They really do. They think that this is what with this crazy amiibo. Like I'm feeling like the motorcycle was made up recently. I would say like not even within the last 2 years. And that might have been the reasons they pushed the development cycle back because let's make it open world Borderlands Metroid. It's gross all around. This whole thing, the beginning of the direct started off with 40th anniversary stuff, which we just got finished with the whole. I'm just wondering, like, what is the anniversaries we keep celebrating? Because I swore we just celebrated. I was just looking at it. I'm like, what the hell? Ugh. Yeah. So this is for what anniversary? What was all this stuff for? It was some anniversary. Releasing shoes, all this junk. Look at this stuff. This and when they released Super Mario All-Star, which is like, why are they re-releasing Super Mario Galaxy? They already released it on this, right? With Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, which I thought was awesome. This was one of them anniversaries that just happened. But now we get a 40th anniversary pack. Oh man, I'm just frustrated. 40th anniversary pack, which they wasted the first 15 minutes on games that don't come out until next year, next spring, which is like September, and we have no games now. We need games now. But nope, they said, hey, we got some old stuff. We got I'm so mad because I just came from Japan and I would have went to that museum. But it doesn't matter. They don't need no more money. They announced the movie title because it's not going to be Super Mario World like we all suspected or whatever, which would be we're going straight to the galaxy to go, mess with Rosalina or whatever to tie into, what I mean? Them re-releasing a game they just released, but now it has the sequel on it. Oh God. And it's funny because as a Nintendo dude, I was literally thinking this as I was watching the trailer. I ain't played these games. I've played Mario 64. I've played some of the original Mario, like Mario 1. I played Mario 3. I've played, the RPG. Galaxy, never was interested. I just did not care. Did not care. It's and I have the Wii. I have it. I think I have the game. And it's just nope. It's kind of like Odyssey, where I started playing, was just like, no. So this wasn't capturing me. Then, you re-release this old game. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, and they ended off with the new Yoshi game. I just shoes. They had an anniversary already, so it was like they had kid shoes. I got my kid nice little shoes. That they did this little thing with Puma, but like, yo, it just happened. So how are we already getting swindled into another anniversary? I'm like, it just made me mad. Like we don't need a Goofy Yoshi game. We don't need Mario Tennis Fever. Which they're just bringing back like the individual shots, but like everyone can have them. Is this not fun? Nintendo's lost their. Oh yeah, more paid DLC. They haven't announced it, but they're gonna make us pay for this when this is like it shouldn't be paid. I paid $60 for this game, but yeah, they're gonna think that the little mini games are gonna be enough. Yoshi's Story, but with elements from the Paper Mario series type stuff. Like this is they did a lot of that's when I was commenting and the thing I was talking about how they were pretty much mix and mashing everything that they've done at some point. They just mixed and mashed up together and was like, oh, new game. Like the Pokemon game, which is literally a mixed match of Animal Crossing and Pokemon. It's like anyone who's played their games can see that what this is. Like this is y'all not tricking us. This is not innovation. What Nintendo used to be, masters of. This is lazy. Let's call it what it is. It's lazy, and even this one is another one. This is Splatoon plus Puyo Puyo. Which, if anyone knows about the Puyo Puyo series, it's literally colorful blobs that you match up, and you like you find the patterns to like break the blocks like Tetris. And it's like they took the Splatoon IP, put a gun with the guns and colors, and they're gonna call it something. It's like, dog, you put what? It's a mix-up. It's a clear mix-up. You could have put that on Splatoon. I would have preferred it just being a Splatoon game or a Splatoon mode versus having to pay a possible whole 60, 70 bucks. So that's just for the Switch. Where is that? Yeah, no, this could have been a Splatoon mode, fam. Online only, that's Splatoon. Like, you can't play Splatoon solo. Like, it would have just already just fit in. But Popycon. Oh, it's on both. Lazy. It's not even ready. This one is just a bunch of random stuff. The random games.
You can team up with friends in co-op or via game share. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2.
Yo. Hades 2 is cool, but it's like I don't know you don't have to dedicate 5 minutes to Hades 2.
Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machines.
I guess I wasn't paying attention to this part because Amiibo and whatchamacallit is kind of corny. Hyrule Warriors, game share. This is cool. This is probably the only thing that I actually enjoy because I played Dragon Quest 7. I think one of the very many remakes, which I'm just like, remakes, DLC. Someone said that. I'm like, yeah, it's like they're gonna remake and DLC us to death. And we need new stuff, fam. But I'll take this because it actually, from my memories, yes, this was the one that I played on the 3DS, and it was tons of fun. This one I played on the 3DS. This guy like lost his memory. He's like from the past, or he lost it. One of them lost their memory. One from the past. This is actually a really fun game. On the 3DS, I didn't play the original version, but the 3DS one was good. And I'm like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is that game I played. It sucked mad hours into. I'm down for because guess what? It's not like a 3DS, even though it is technically now the third time they're going to be remaking this game. It's like a complete remake with, these cutscenes and the full, 3D rendered, more than DS styles, more HD. It looks good. And it's from what I remember, this is completely different styling. So I'm down. This might be the only game. And that's really off brand because not a lot of people like Dragon Quest or even know that they exist. So this is probably more for the Japanese crowd. And me, a bunch of JRPG fans. Other than that, it's like, yo, it comes out next year. So like I said, we still don't have nothing for now. This is where I got pissed too. Yo, why are we giving the Virtual Boy died for said reasons? Why are we bringing it back in any capacity? I mean, I thought that this is honestly something that could have been done with the Switch, which I'm guessing because of the 720p screen they put on that thing, it wasn't, you know what I mean? Because we did have the whole thing you put on your eyes with Labo. So I'm just like, they could have made a Virtual Boy Labo with the Switch one, with the screen being 720p, and just, I guess, also having a low refresh rate. They couldn't do it, but it's like this new screen is only 1080p, and it may have 120 on paper, but it's apparently a really, really bad panel. So I don't understand how this is going to be a good idea. It's cute, bad idea, and I'm not paying extra money to pay these. They're not gonna make any more games. So it's like the Virtual Boy games. There's only like 3 good ones. I've played them. I played them. Oh, there's a way to pay them on 3DS with 3D stereoscopic effect of the 3DS, and I've done that, and it's cool. But there's literally only like tennis, that little robot game, and that's other than that, it's like you're not paying for this. I'm not putting my Switch 2 in a piece of cardboard. So I think that this is another oopsies. Fatal Frame is for very specific people. The Switch 2 edition stuff is like, unless all this stuff is free, what are we talking about? It's like it's a bunch of old games. Human Fall Flat, and this is a bunch of old games. No one. How you got us with power washing, yo? This is actually something I put my kids and my family onto recently. They all like it. It's pretty cool. It's a good, nice way to pass time. Anyways, the circle version, I'll let them know. But yeah, this was crazy. I didn't know what this was. Come just like I thought Tron. I was like, it looks like Samus's blaster, and then I was just mad. I was just mad for the rest of the trailer because, like I said, Nintendo thinks they're killing it, and it's just like, this looks stupid. It looks dumb. It doesn't even look good. Like the you can tell from the textures of just looking at this shot that this is because of the, I guess, the power of the Switch. This has to be very low resolution. It doesn't look good. It looks about the same par level, right? If I'm being objective, as like people were saying the graphics on Monster Hunter World Wilds looks, and that's on the PS5. So which has the potential essentially to produce better stuff, but it just means that the game was made badly and bad assets. So if this thing is looking this bad on something that is designed for as well, I'm just saying that there's nothing they can really, no DLSS or anything can pump out to make this look better. I just love Samus so much. I love her, and this is what they're doing to her. So then Goofy Donkey, like DLC, nope, not paying for that. Then yes, this the whole concept of Ditto turning into a human is like, they thought they hit that out the park. They said, what if Ditto was a person? It's like they haven't read the darkest, deepest corners of the internet. It's like, don't even play. Like, y'all, no. It's weird. They've done movies and stuff with it, and it's just like, but either way, once again, the concept mashing. This is Animal Crossing. This is you town building, getting neighbors, which then make you build more of the town. And they're just putting a Pokemon mix on it. And they're going to charge us 70 to 80 books for it. I don't think that's cool. I think this is something that can be made on like Roblox or something. I wouldn't pay more than $20 for this. I also maybe I'm biased though, because I just don't really like, since the first Animal Crossing, because I had the first one on GameCube, I got the first one on the DS. I think I stopped after that, after New Leaf or something. And I want to say I got on my phone. I've tried Animal Crossing a few times. It's cool, not for me. It's too leisurely. I prefer farming simulators with, like, you know, Harvest Moon and or any of those, Rune Factory. And why am I forgetting the big ones they actually have on here that's getting a Switch 2 version? Which I've beaten all those and I love those, but those are more than this. Which this seems to incorporate some farming, but and to me, I guess farming is the deal breaker between Animal Crossing, because you can farm in a way in Animal Crossing when you like get your trees, or you go to other people's towns and like get the trees and, you know, set up. But it's it's just not for me. So they thought they killed it. I disagree, Nintendo. I think y'all need to go back to the drawing board. Oh, ooh. And then they went from that to, it's like they showed off the starters, and I knew I literally typed in the chat, oh, here come the Megas. The Megas are coming. The new ones. Because, of course, everything's been leaked to death. And yeah, why the Kalos starters just showing up randomly, unless they're about to show off the new megas that were rumored. And yeah, they did. But I mean, my favorite Pokemon of all time gets a new mega, so he technically has two now. With Ashworm Greninja and now this thing where he's a helicopter ninja, helicopter man. The still looked doofy because how they described it is exactly how it is, but they didn't know that Greninja's blade that he was standing on was spinning like a helicopter, which I guess in some form or concept is okay, but like, man, and then it just makes him out of the trio, makes Chestnut or whatever, makes him feel like he's the loser because you know everyone else gets to fly, you know, a magic broomstick and flying helicopter, and I just get a big stick. I do like the way he looks. Like, hey yo, you know what that means? Yeah, no. The leaks. This has happened last time. I'm gonna go back to where them leaks at. Where's that? Eh. Pokemon Mega Leaks. This guy, or yeah, it's what? Oh, leave me alone. Um, these are still some of the artworks. Where's the official? So official artwork. Today, ooh, there goes Greninja, which, ooh, Lord. There's ads here. I was trying to shout you out, dude, but now you have crap all over your website. So Mega Delphox. Yep. They were right on. She's on the broom, flying around, looking majestic. I got my word. See, I thought this was funny, but it's like if you look at the background, you can see that everything's upside down. So Greninja's looking, and it's like, oh, he's just regular, he's just spinning. And it's like, nah, he's upside down like hell. Which is fine. It's still just they could have gave him more. Like with Ash Greninja, they gave him a whole Ash color scheme fit. He had the thing on his back looking like a butterfly of darkness. I love that design. And then now it's just Greninja on a rotating shuriken. I'm not convinced. They revealed Mega Melmar earlier. There we go. Chest. So yeah, this isn't right. They thought they got this one. He's more like the Mega Embor design with the little staff. Yeah. So maybe that looked like maybe it's still pretty on point though. He does have the beard and stuff though. Yeah, Delphox on that broom with the two thingies. No, that's two thingies, broom, and then Greninja, of course, is upside down because someone thought this was a good idea. Someone said, you know how we would freak it? Let's put him upside down. Did my boy dirty. It's like how they did what's his name? Inteleon for his Dynamax. They just threw my man up on a water tower. I mean, it was bad timing. But anyways, it made sense for his thing, but yeah, no. Not creative to me at all. But I guess they think it fits. I don't know. And they show off, some of the other ones. Mega, ooh, look at big Mega Mega Dragonite with my big wings on my head. It's Mega Victory Bell. I'm choking myself. What? Mega Malmar just look like Malmar. And yeah, they all. Hey yo, I don't. I want to say this might have been the trailer that made me the least excited for this game. And that's crazy, because like it's here now. But
It appears that
whatever.
new Mega Evolved Pokemon have been discovered in Lumio City, where people and Pokemon Legends ZA launches October 16th. We have one more Pokemon trailer. Please take a look.
Oh, and they already a fucking oh, sorry, I'm cussing. Woo, beep, beep. Rewind. They're already freaking announcing DLC for the games that aren't out yet, and this is one of them. It's like, and once again, these are designs that we drew when we were in like 3rd grade, yo. Like, these designs are from 1992 when we were thinking of Mega Pikachu and Mega Raichu before they were actually a thing. So the fact that they're like, it looks like AI. I don't know, because those are supposed to both be Raichu. I thought that one was an alternate Raichu and one was an alternate Pikachu, but they're like, no, look at this. It's the alternate Raijus, and for some reason this matters. And it's the question more along the lines of who asked for this. Like, we already got an alternate form Raichu and a lowland form Raichu, which is divisive because some people like the lowland form. My kid actually likes it. I thought it was weird at first, but then I was just like, yeah, it's cool. It looks cool, I guess. But yeah, I'm sorry. Trash design and a little embarrassing. A little embarrassing for Nintendo because, like, yeah, like I said, I feel like there's no way they had to not think that they freaked this. And that it's going to be really good and it's going to pay off because it's like, or else they wouldn't have put it out. Like, it's like, it's so bad though. It literally looks like someone else made it. Like, it looks like fan art. And once we got into that point, it's like, what are we doing, yo? So we got fan art coming from Nintendo being sold to us now. We got fan games and concepts being sold to us as well. Like, it's kind of just saying the fans need to make their own stuff. Old games, Total Rope. They even said this game came out 10 plus years ago. Yet we're going to spend mad time on it. It's like, no, I don't think that's the best idea. This game right here, which to me, I love this game. I actually like Monster Hunter Stories. I'm a Monster Hunter fan, but Monster Hunter Stories actually was the one where it's like, because it combines Pokemon and Monster Hunter, I guess, in a way, it makes it fun. And then the Transversal of the World, which I like the smooth transition before it was, pause menu, blah, blah, blah. Now transversing or switching while on the move, I like it. I also had a concept of a game for Pokemon, or essentially it was going to be a Pokemon Legends game, kind of literally like what's going on now, where it would be like more in the Kalos region or whatever, where Mega Evolutions would be going amok, which I feel like they stole this from me now that I think about it, because I said this years ago on some public forum. Mega Evolutions would be stuck, and essentially there would be Pokemon that are essentially stuck in their Mega Evolutions, and it would mostly be centered around Dragon Pokemon. So with that, there would be mounts and riding similar to Monster Hunter stories, and it would just be a cool combination of reversing the Monster Hunter Pokemon story, but actually putting Pokemon in it. And then when I saw that they were creating a game, when that other leak happened before all these mega leaks happened, and it was showing that concept of that game where you do ride the Pokemon in like the fighting arenas, they didn't release. I was like, that would have been, see, they were on the concept, but no, they put the Nintendo spin on it, and now it's trash. I was better off making it myself. This is disappointing. I literally just did a whole a video essay, or compiling a video essay on the Game Boy Color, how important it was to me, the industry, stuff like the Switch coming about. But that was an old Nintendo, and that was a different time, clearly, because like, I do see some of the commentary, people like, nah, Nintendo's always been like this, what y'all talking about? And it's just like, no, you're right, they've always been money hungry, but like, now it's just blatant and gross. So that's right. Yeah, they need to fix that. That was right. So the rest of these are probably gonna be on point.
Hello? Yes.
I've seen a better iteration of this. This is one of the things that I actually said though in my game, is I wanted a dragon type mega evolution for Totodile because he's one of my favorite starters.
Yes, for Miss Ashcroft.
I've always been a water starter guy for anyone who doesn't know. So Squirtle, Totodile, except Mudkip. I picked Torchic in that one, but Mudkip is apparently one of the best. I don't care. Blaziken's also one of the best. You feel me? And yeah, my dragon, I kind of like this, but my dragon type for alligator would have looked a little different. Just a tad. another blackout from the Nintendo Ninjas. Let's see. So yeah, then they did Resident Evil 9, which is cool, but I mean, no. This Resident Evil to me on Capcom side ain't the best looking, right? It's like it's kind of just all gaming industry is kind of losing creativity, which is kind of why all of my gamer friends I've talked to, we've been going back, unfortunately, nostalgia, I guess, to the past and playing old RPGs or even the HD remakes of old RPGs, like the pixelated remasters of like the Final Fantasies. What I told my brother I've been playing, and I'm just trying to get through just the stuff that reminds me of why gaming was fun, or even if it was a little bit monogamous, at least there was an idea that was being put forth, and not just a bunch of repeat functions or people suing for patent friend members making patents on monster cat. All this goofy stuff is going on now. It's a mess. And then they ended on all things. Literally saw this. I saw the eyes of the person up there. I saw the arena and I was like, huh. But I saw this. Like, yeah, that color hair. I said Fire Emblem. Boom. You already know. They're very stylist. Or Nintendo's very. Once they pick a style, they stay in it. And yeah, that's a Fire Emblem style. Sure enough, I'm like, uh-huh. And I saw that sword. I said, yeah. Where's the Falcon? Falcon. It's like, They keep trying to recreate what worked and stuff like Three Houses. Engage was cool. I haven't finished it yet. I'm still. Fire Emblem was another one of those Nintendo games where it's like, I play this because it's a strategy RPG, and I like strategy RPGs. I like strategy games in general, and Fire Emblem is. Intelligent Systems used to be one of the best, which is I don't know if they're still the producers of this game. They used to be one of the best. They made the Advance Wars, which I would love to see some sequel in that area, and they made these games. And me being the, XCOM, other games I play that's in that, other strategy RPGs I can't think of right now. Just playing a bunch of them. I'm like, Fire Emblem to me is one of the like more fun ones, especially those old 2D days. And I've beaten almost all of them. From the re-release, like first one, the 3DS first one, the ones on the Game Boy Advance. The only ones that I still have to do is apparently some of the best ones, the GameCube ones. Like I said, 3DS. Essentially the Radiant, the one with Ike. I gotta do the GameCube. So that came out on GameCube, and I think the sequel to that came out on Wii. I have them. Haven't played them, but I played every other one before those, and there's good games. So I will probably, even though I'm not interested in nothing that's going on, I'm just trying to go through the game with nobody dying. And that's how I usually try to play. I always try to play classic mode. You know what I mean? Challenge yourself, but then also make sure no one dies. Yeah, because that's where the real challenge then becomes. Yeah, overall, this disappointment. It was probably got DLC already paid ready for that too. It's like having DLC before a game release is weird. Having DLC come out after a game just came out is weird and lazy. All of it is strange. I don't know what we were expecting. I've had low expectations. this wasn't it, fam. Honestly, it's like I think I covered mostly everything. Yeah, there's only 2 wins for me. A little Fire Emblem was a little win, and a little bit of, Dragon Quest. Other than that, I just saw L's, L's, L's throughout this thing, and stuff I'm not paying for. Stuff yeah, like DLC for Pokemon is like, no, bro. Oh, Monster Hunter Stories. So three W's. Other than that, bunch of L's, man. Like, and they're expecting us really just to pay a bunch of money because if you do a breakdown of how much they're asking for, if you were to pay for, majority of these games you were just interested in or it's like, yo, no, y'all are asking for hundreds and hundreds of dollars at this point. If we're paying $70, $80 a game, we need quality. So, like, yes, look at some of these things. Nah, you got your Animal Crossing, buddy. Oh, Mario one, yeah, no, I've covered that. So, Big L. I feel like while I'm here, I might as well just, you know, cover Apple too, because why not? I've planned on doing it, like it already happened, but like both of their events for this week, and it's like these are the companies that I really used to heavily support until they start trying to drain my pockets, man. And it's not that it wouldn't be pocket draining if the products were actually good. That's all. You invest in things that are. I invest in things that are good or things that are worth it. But when it's yeah. When Nintendo put them in the same box, they were just reputable. They were creative. They were the industry leaders at some point, and now because of where the industry is, kind of, and because of this, everyone just wants the money. It's like, yo, we gonna cycle out the continuous subscription cycle, not quality, but quantity, as much as possible, get as many dollars as possible. And when the stuff breaks, guess what? That's just even more because they got to come right back. Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Too much. Patents to keep people from being creative. So that's monopolistic. That's like getting rid of fair competition. It's anti-consumerism has been going on. Anti-competition. All these things have been rampant in the industry lately, and AI and TikTok might be to blame. I don't know.
Full of content and entertaining stuff for the audience.
We don't have capital like the AAA studios.
Look at that.
With the product we
You don't hate Nintendo enough. Yeah, everyone's talking about this patent no more monster summoning according to Nintendo. Like they're the original monster summoners, which is so crazy because they're not. Pokemon's popular, but it's not the original monster summoning game. Anyone who knows their research, I think it's Dragon Quest, or thinking before Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy.
I grew up with you. Pokemon Red.
It's mad options. And now they're trying to shut them all out. Monopolize monster summoning. Anti-compo. Anti-free. It's anti. And it's the only one we can show them is you gotta do something. I've been a big boy fan, but then
The press, baby. I have a U.S. patent on summoning characters in video games.
You battle with monsters, I battle with your bank account.
Wait, what? That's such a broad definition. There's so many games where you summon characters that are nothing like Pokemon. For example, Pikmin or summons in Final Fantasy.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Your final moments. Lawyers sever his spleen. Huh?
We're trying to make affordable games. $70 is too high a price for some people.
That's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You all know I'm not a big Nintendo enthusiast. Love their games, hate the company. I have not
Love their games, hate the company is where I'm about to start moving to, Charlie.
soon. I just do not agree
Or
with
Pink.
business practices. Full stop.
That was the first time as Charlie. I don't follow him as you see.
Time and time again,
Yeah. But even then, I'm about to start getting to the point with more meh about the games and hate the company. Like I used to love the company, love the games, and now it's like, if I didn't have a kid who also enjoyed this stuff, my Steam Deck, my ROG Ally, my Legion Go that I've been playing for months, almost a year. Oh, that Ally I've been playing for a year. Legion Go I got a little bit later. Steam Deck has fallen off only because the ROG Ally is more powerful, and I do like my 1080p 120 hertz. I do. I would prefer OLED, and why I would want an OLED Steam Deck, but hey. People talking about the OLED Switch too. That would have been crazy. The first one should have been OLED. I would have paid $500 for an OLED Switch too. Someone who is, I guess, I wouldn't say I'm a screen enthusiast, but I kind of am. No, you can tell that difference. You can tell, especially in low light settings. I just did a bunch of, like I said, this Nintendo thing or it's more of the Game Boy series, and I've done some modifications on some Game Boys and put some OLED screens from like old Blackberries or whatever in it from these kits online, and you can tell, especially in low light conditions. It looks, the colors are different, they pop better, and in low light it just looks bomb. So they should have put OLED on the Switch. I will get an OLED Steam Deck eventually, and they should have put OLED too on these new ROG allies because Xbox is doing the same thing. Everyone, I'm like, it's not just Nintendo, it's everybody. It's not Nintendo, Apple, it's all the companies. They're giving us less quality stuff, increasing the prices, and then get mad at us when we complain about their lack of creativity and or everything else is going on. They're just like, no, you guys should just love us and pay. It's like, no, bro. Y'all used to be somebody. Yep, Microsoft's are charging an arm and a leg about $1,000 for these new ROG allies and couldn't even put OLED screens on the thing. That's when it's like, I don't. But then you look at the new Legion Go 2, and it's $1,300. It does have an OLED screen, but it's $1,300, and it's like, as much as I want that, I can't justify it because I need the 32 gig. I don't know why they're selling this 16 gig. Like that's not good for most of these games these days. My things be struggling when I don't dedicate enough of the memory to the VRAM, and most of them need 8 to 12, which would only leave you with 4 gigs of system memory. Which no, that's not enough either to run even remotely stuff in the background. That might be good for the new Xbox, which is cutting a lot of not the new Xbox, but the new Xbox ROG, which is cutting a lot of the bloatware that would be RAM dependent out. But those are still 30. I want to say 32 gig RAM devices. So I would have to get 32 gig, and with that, yeah, no, this thing becomes almost. Is this too much? But it is OLED. That matters for something that you know in your face this close. It's better for your eyes. But what they also did do too is they took down the resolution. So that was another thing I did notice as well. That with that OLED is no longer going to be 1600p. Which I mean, most games didn't work that well anyways because once again the 16 gigabytes of RAM, which wouldn't, even if maximum 8 dedicated to VRAM, was not enough to run any games at that resolution on the device. You'd have to hook it up to an eGPU or something like that. So I want it, but nope, unavoidable. Nintendo would have been better off charging the prices they did and giving us something with OLED. OLED is a little bit relatively better as someone who looks at a lot of screens. I mean, there's really good LCDs out though right now. The Switch is just not one of them. The Switch 2 is just not one of them. Y'all can see videos and stuff on that. Leaks And that's honestly why all these things. I think that's why the people have been leaking the stuff too, because the leaks have been happening for all these things, for Nintendo, Microsoft, Apple, Pokemon Company, and I think it's to warn us beforehand. They'll be like, "Hey, yo, don't be surprised when they try to hype you up with these events coming up," and then, sure enough, the events come up and it's exact like it's for the last couple of years. Apple's I've been telling people this. Apple stuff has been leaked consistently for the last few years. Nintendo stuff has been leaked pretty consistently for the last few years, and I think it's some of these fans are just over it, and they want us to know that they ain't creating nothing special over here. So don't waste your anticipation. Drop those expectations. Maybe that will do something to the supply, and they'll go back to the drawing board and actually start giving us quality stuff. We'll see. Other than that, that's my rant for today. Nintendo, Apple, Microsoft, Lenovo, ROG. All of you do better.